Hi UMS friends, this is Melanie and I am outside on a pretty sunny day looking at some of the plants that I planted this year in my garden, and I'll show you some of the pictures as I go along because few of these, not these right here, these are salad greens and power greens for the kitchen and a few herbs, but I found one little batch of seedlings that we planted together right before school was out. And these were, I don't know if you remember this, but these were our wildflower seeds. So I put them in some biodegradable, that means recyclable, egg cartons, and we all put some dirt in there, and then we planted these flower seeds. So as you can see, they finally sprouted, and it's a mix of wildflowers. So I think maybe over the weekend, I'm going to put these in little teeny tiny little peat pots. And if you would like to have one of these little peat pots so that you can grow the wildflowers at home, then let your parents know and they can contact me, because I will go over to UMS in another 2 or 3 days, and I will leave the peat pots with the little wildflowers on the front porch of the school. So you be sure to let me know if you would like to have some of those beautiful little wildflowers. They'll take all summer long to grow. And while we're out here, I want to show you something else that I noticed. We're talking about all these little miracles that happen in the springtime. Do you remember in the little glass jar? I had 3 little glass jars actually, and in one I had a scallion, and we said a scallion is like an onion, and that's this right here. If you remember, it was a tiny little nub just sitting in the water with some toothpicks, and look how far it sprouted. So I went ahead and I stuck those in the ground, and they're really, really growing. So I'm so excited about those scallions because I love scallions in my salads especially. This right here, this little plant, that was the root of a stalk of celery that we also put in some water with some toothpicks. And it got roots that were big enough that I could finally stick this in the pot as well. And then this little plant right here, that is going to be a parsnip. So that's the other plant that we rooted in water. And a parsnip, when it's full grown, it looks like a white carrot, but it doesn't really taste so much like a carrot. It's kind of like tastes kind of like parsley almost when it's crossed over with a potato, if you can imagine that taste. Maybe your mom or dad can get some parsnips for you to try them sometime, because they're really, really tasty with a little butter and salt and pepper on them. So I guess for now, that's all I'll show you. I can't think of anything else other than this is some kale. We planted some of this at school, but I planted this at home in case I couldn't get to the grocery store. I thought it might be nice to have some kale, and I got some spring lettuces growing in this little pot. And here's some more kale, because you know I love my salads. And I even started some tomato plants and some peppers. And this is mint. So if the deer stay away from my tomatoes and my peppers, I can put those in my salad this year too. So that's all I'll share with you for right now. And you be sure and have your parents let me know if you want some of the little wildflowers, and I will be sure and drop those off at the school with your name on them, okay? Bye, friends.